WWE's Apex Predator.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Billy Kay from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Few WWE superstars have fared as well throughout their careers as Randy Orton. Cool, calm, collected, but laser focused and ready to explode at a moment's notice with an RKO out of nowhere. A 13-time world champions. And as slick as they come. As smooth as anyone in the business. And as dangerous as anyone that walks the planet Earth.
And his partner from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds.
What's better than ball? Oh. The Bravo Bowl! The most electrifying man in all of entertainment! The biggest box office draw around the globe and one of the greatest WWE superstars ever. A top box office draw in and out of the ring. There was only one great one. The Rock. Anything electric in here. Thunderous. Arena shaking. The greatest entertainer in the world today. This is going to be good.
And their opponents. First, company by Stephanie McMahon from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 261 pounds. John Cena.
Listen to this play. I believe the most polarizing superstar in WWE history. greatest of all time, John Cena, set for action here tonight. Byron, I'm not going to ask you this question because you're not cool enough, but I'll ask Graves. Graves, are you ready to walk with the Bucks? Negative goes
From
right.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 222 pounds, the Lion.
Listen, I can't deny his in-ring ability, but when it comes to his music, I got no time for alliance. He's got his own album for it. How can you deny what this man is all about? When it comes from in the ring, bell to bell, absolutely. I've got all the respect in the world for what Alliance capable of. But when he strums his guitar, it makes my ears bleed. I'd actually kind of like to see that. John Cena and Randy Orton have been intrinsically tied for their entire careers. They debuted around the same time. They both were amongst the most prolific champions and were both surefire WWE Hall of Famers. Both guys may have double-digit WWE championship reigns, but one man has done it the right way. John Cena has embraced hustle, loyalty, and respect, while the Viper has slithered and backstabbed his way to many main events.
If you haven't hit Rick Ford yet, now might be a good time to do that. These guys are going to have a match you'll want to watch over and over again.
Just breaking down the opponent. Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque. What a stall. Good grief. Boom. The arm's trapped. Serious damage for the arm being inflicted here. Oh, nasty impact. So much damage inflicted. Knee drop. That was nasty, though precise. Oh, what an air time. You've got to believe this one's over. In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner lock up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, count out, or disqualification. What strike? Chloe, tell me, just how much strength does carrying your opponent around like this take? Let's put it this way, Cole. Saxton would never be able to do it. In a standard tag team match, one competitor is in the ring against an opponent, and their teammate is in their corner standing on the ring apron. I should also point out that the partner in the ring, as far as the referee is concerned, is the legal man. Only the legal man can attempt to score a fall over an opponent or be defeated by an opponent. In a tag match when a superstar tags their partner, the person who tagged out has until the referee's count of 5 to exit the ring. For a tag to be considered legal, both of the superstar's feet have to be on the apron. The partner must be touching the tag rope in the corner. Both team members must touch, and the referee must see the tag be made. During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another.
In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and the opponents are playing catch up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus. Who's up there? It is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in a burst away, like it's double tackle.
Looks like Randy Orton has broken a step. Vicious knee. Uh-oh, look at this. Fox. This might be it. Oh, my. Now Randy Orton seems to have lost a step or two. And his hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry. John Cena with the early trouble. And only in one count. The Apex Predator stayed in the hunt with that kick out.
Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that was shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Filthy Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are 2-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign.
Oh boy, Byron, it's time for your favorite thing.
I'm ready, Corey. Are you? Are you ready for the 5-knuckle shuffle? Just when you thought you had nothing left.
The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal 4-way match in their second tag team title reign in 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage.
But look out, John Cena is met with a team adjustment. He's really looking to prove a point here. Kicks at 2. So resourceful. The Rock has an impressive in-ring resume that puts him in the discussion for the greatest WWE superstar of all time. But he's matched with a movie career that cemented the great one as the top leading man in Hollywood. You name the film genre, The Rock, confident, hilarious comedies. Sorry, I'm so right. They've all made The Rock a billion-dollar man in Hollywood. Michael, Corey, you both discussed The Rock's dominance on the big screen. I have to point out that he brought his star to full circle when he actually produced a movie about Page's career. Yeah, I actually caught an advanced screening of the movie and loved every minute of it. If The Rock wants another great, here he goes. Oh, stop. This could be the turning point, Paul. Gets the shoulder before 3.
Yeah, seemed to be just testing the waters a bit there. When a superstar's in a tag team match and his enduring head Rock setting it up. Rock bottom. I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael. Joker's on the man.
And the count broken in the match alive. What a strike. Oh, shit-breaking uppercut. And now it's John Cena getting pushed to the limit. If he's not careful, this could snowball out of control for him in a hurry.
If I'm his partner, I'm furious right now. There's no reason why he should have made a tackle. He's taking on some damage, but so is his opponent. This match can go either way at this point.
Big time. And you can see that Elias is looking overwhelmed. I would be too. Get over his head. He needs to find a way to create some disregard for the referee's authority. Gets this one thrown out. Oh boy, he is whoa. John Cena and Randy Orton have been intrinsically tied for their entire careers. They debuted around the same time. They took amongst the most prolific champions, and they're both surefire WWE Hall of Famers. Both guys may have double-digit WWE Championship reigns, but one man has done it the right way. John Cena embraced hustle, loyalty, and respect, while the Viper has slithered and backstabbed his way to many main events. And whichever team wins this match.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream.
looks to be he forces his way free, and he just has so much resolve. Randy Orton is one of the most dominant competitors in WWE history. Few weaknesses. Corey, how would you define the Apex Predator? Well, you to look at his medical history for the key. More than anything else, shoulder injuries or the fighter on the side. He goes for the cover. Holy kick out. Randy is everything a superstar should be. That's proof right there. Corey brought up Orton's many shoulder injuries earlier, and my quick research corroborates that. He suffered one just 6 months into his career and has been out of action as recently as 2016 due to shoulder issues. Well, even if you don't re-injure the Apex Predator's shoulder, it's still smart to target it, as it'll drastically reduce the effectiveness of his RKO. Raw 25 was a night where we saw many legends celebrate a quarter century of Monday Night Raw, and Elias had a pretty legendary night interacting with Chris Jericho, John Cena, and Jimmy Fallon. Michael mentioned Elias at Raw 25. He couldn't have been happy about making Chris Jericho's list, but John Cena really got in on his nerves when he interrupted Elias' musical disc of WWE Legend. Look, Elias rightfully earned a spot on the list due to his ugly, hideous scars, but Elias got to unleash some of that frustration when he clocked John Cena with his guitar, which I love, since it meant Elias couldn't play any more music that night. Cena then beat up Elias at WrestleMania, which I also enjoyed greatly. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance. I love it. I just crushing it. Samoa drop. Look at the disdain in the eyes of the fight. Oh, look, disrespect. This was over by way of disqualification. And here is the big dog.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, a company by Sarah Logan from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's just the guy. And at this point in his career, that is flat out undisputable. Well, of course, this is WWE proudly feels that he carries this business on his broad shoulders and will continue to do so well into the future.
Roman has that swagger. Roman has that confidence. And Roman has that message to the entire roster of WWE. If you think you can stop me, try.
Well, good luck for that. Try.
There's one guarantee: whenever Roman Reigns enters an arena, he stirs up incredible emotion within the WWE universe.
It's all about his yard. The dead man cometh.
And his partner from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, the Undertaker.
To this day, the dead man still looms over the WWE landscape like a menacing shadow. The indestructible spirit, the unmatched aura, the phenom. Bone chilling. You think about the impact, the aura of the Undertaker. You think about the legacy, matches named in his likeness, the Hell in a Cell, casket matches, and unmatched legacy of the Phenom. WWE has become his personal graveyard.
And their opponents, first, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Gold.
of the driving forces behind WCW's success. Former WCW champions. A man who absolutely bleeds intensity. Beyond the WCW Championship, Goldberg's a two-time United States champion, one-time WCW Tag Team champion. Oh, and by the way, a WWE Universal champion. In fact, you go back to WCW run wild in 1998, where Goldberg defeated 8 members of the NWO title. That was back when pretty much everybody in WCW was in the NWO. You know what, Byron? They wouldn't let you in either. The Beast is here.
And his partner from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds. Brock Lesnar.
The most decorated combat athlete in history. Brock Lesnar is hazardous to your health. You know, the night after WrestleMania back in 2015, Brock Lesnar F5'd me out of my shoes on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I remember that one. You know what, Byron? It really made my career because you replaced me on play-by-play, and the world realized how bad you were and how good I was on that night. So in spiritual way, I thank Brock Lesnar for that. That is kind of weird. I've talked to a lot of superstars who will say Brock Lesnar, and there was one common denominator between them all. But once you are in the ring with Brock Lesnar, you are never the same. Because you go to Suplex City. You're on the other side of that ring against Goldberg, the WCW legend. We come out of the gate with an onslaught of offense. All the budding teams out there hoping to one day make it to the big stage better be watching this match with a notepad in hand, because you can bet this is going to be a lesson in how it's done. In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner. I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalia's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish last kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar. Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions. There was a lot on the line in the Tag Team Tournament Finals. The Usos wanted to add another Tag Team title reign to their resume and enjoy the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract. And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half,
Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right.
Oh my goodness, crushing it. Submission time. Is he done? And he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
A slam. Undertaker looking mortal here. Heading into this match, his partner looked extremely confident.
The beauty of tag team competition is that he doesn't need to take the entire brunt of the opposition to attack. Though the thought of making a tag doesn't necessarily appear to be on his mind right now.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum. Whoa, the Undertaker dodged that one. Axe Handle finds the mark. Now it's Lesnar taking some punishment. There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed, and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best of 7 series, I wouldn't think they developed into a top tag team. I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored. It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag Team Champions was truly impressive. It was surreal to see Goldberg back in WWE. The energy and intensity that followed him his entire career returned to Monday Night Raw, and it brought him to Fastlane against Universal Champion Kevin Owens. Goldberg was an uncaged animal during his return to WWE, but Kevin Owens displayed his mastery of mind games, making Goldberg wait until Spear Jackhammer new champion. We'll revisit Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. It is absurd that KO had to defend his Universal Championship against Goldberg. Owens didn't have the proper time to prepare, and Goldberg didn't climb the ranks in order to properly earn a title shot. Then you'll love this, Corey. Goldberg is the only superstar to be crowned WCW World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the WWE Universal Champion. When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevenson Patterson, Stevenson Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. You're part of the tag team. The two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's team, I have beautiful technique. This is all but over. It's all, oh man, this just might be enough for him to take the victory here. A debilitating elbow drop. With the damage sustained by Undertaker, he could be on his way out. At this point, his confidence has to be at 0. The dead man is still alive. Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finish. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over until it's over. He's lining him up. Oh my goodness. Rolling up the bus. Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. Tag team action like a singles competition. Once a duo nails their opponent with a finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end. It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's what a finishing move is truly effective. Well, since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
Goldberg possesses immeasurable intensity and devastating power. We're looking at one of the strongest forces to ever step foot in a ring. But what has driven him in the most is being a superhero for his son.
Byron alluded to Goldberg's motivations for his return. To millions of people around the world, Goldberg is a real-life superhero. Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
He's off. Clothesline.
Forcefully delivered. Just a crushing blow from Goldberg.
Oh, man, Goldberg is showing some good ring skill right now. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Elbow finds its mark. History was with Roman Reigns at the 32nd WrestleMania. Looking for a ball here.
Slam.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Goldberg doing a great job of turning that around. Severe damage being inflicted to the back. And Roman Reigns gets out quickly. Not yet. Too early. Now the vicious neck break. Look at the torque. Roman Reigns just too fast for him. Wicked clothesline. Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet. He can end it here. Brock Lesnar's just getting overwhelmed.
We've got to cover.
He is not going to go down on a fight, Michael.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before something. Roman Reigns has got the WWE Universe paying close attention here.
He's got him on his heels.
Punch. Good night.
Well, I gotta say that I'm shocked. It really thought Lesnar would look better here tonight.
Only a 2 count.
Wow, if you want to beat Brock Lesnar, you've got to finish it because he's never going to say die. Oh.
You know what's happening is Goldberg. Vicious, right? Things have got much worse for Roman Reigns. He could be out of this match. Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over. He's got to fight back.
This has been one of the most intense back-and-forth battles I've seen in a long time. And unfortunately for him, it's not looking so great right now.
Slam. Axel will jar your spine. And he's heading back in. Scoop slam. Great effort for both these teams, guys, but at this point, both sides look to be struggling here. Roman Reigns unable to be contained.
Reigns has identified the target. Stand by.
Here is Goldberg in position now. Oh, here it is.
Get it. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Goldberg engaging in some psychological warfare right here.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. He's such a tough target. Here he goes.
This just ain't gonna do it.
He broke out of it.
How in the world did he find the energy to do that? There's no stopping the 6'4", 285-pounder. He's a powerhouse of the likes we've never seen before, and very well may never see again. Instinct. That's the only thing keeping these teams standing at this point. No, reverses it. The Undertaker looking to bury another victim. Dominating shoulder tackle. What? Clothesline. Ouch. Global just barely got out of the way. Oh, what impact. Roman Reigns saw that one coming. Bringing it back into the ring. The Undertaker's tagged in. And he tags his partner in. Momentum has certainly shifted here by going. Knocked off his feet. Now that's a takedown. This could be it. German by block. Wow, we might just be witnessing the end of The Undertaker. Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches. What the F? Bang! Wow, we might just be witnessing the end of The Undertaker. I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight. There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. Double axe handle smash. The other, my goodness, busting it. That's how you wear down your opponent. The other, my goodness, busting it. Rock moves in. This could be it. This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael. He breaks it. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm with you, Cole. So unbelievable to broke out of that. Over the years, we've come to expect these bursts of greatness from him. Uh-oh. Going for the royal slam. Just when you thought he had nothing left. Brock Lesnar is in a real bad spot here. Harsh impact. Punched him right in the mouth. Enough already. Now here it comes. Legendary. This is real bad. Velvet Claw is locked in. This is his opportunity to win this thing. Roman Reigns makes the tag. One, two, too close for. I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Paul. Oh man, Goldberg is really feeling the pressure. He's a big shot. Slam for authority. We're gonna lock it in here. Is he done? Wow, he just sleeps it. He's just got no quit in here tonight, Cole. Oh, what an Man, what a hit. Dropped right off the apron. Absolutely spiked DDT. Big time slam. Vicious. Oh boy, he is good. And it'd be a punch. Well, I gotta say that I'm in shock. I really thought Lesnar would put better here tonight. Tapped into an energy source and he's going strong. Wicked clothesline. Backed him right off his feet. Yeah, no kidding.
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael. Yeah, what a reversal for Goldberg.
He wants it one more time.
Swinging neck breaker connects. Just a, he's got him covered. 2, 3. They got it.
And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle.
Look at him go. He ain't messing around. Oh, I can't believe this. And I always enjoy watching him perform.
Here are your winners, Goldberg and Lesnar.
What a grueling match. It looked like anybody's match there toward the end. But let's see how you can get some momentum on it. But one of the tournaments money is trying to get to this WrestleMania moment. Absolutely amazing. the phenomenal AJ Styles. Talking about AJ Styles, the list of accomplishments is seemingly what the? I don't think we're going to wait for the match to start. Oh man, there it is. We have unofficially started here. Yeah, this is everything. Oh, what impact! Drop kick hits the mark. That's with the title. And let me tell you, that thing is heavy. But that's with the championship. Oh man, that one landed square too. Take a bitch. Drop kick. It wasn't even 8 months into AJ Styles' WWE career when he defeated Dean Ambrose in the main event of Backlash to become WWE champion. It was a big end to the first SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view, but I personally thought that AJ's low blow before the Clash put a damper on the pageantry. This one's over. Saxton, you fool. The Backlash match was great. Are you telling me that the Lunatic Fringe wouldn't have done something even crazier had that match gone another minute? But even if Styles did take a shortcut to win it, he definitely proved himself afterwards with many big title defenses during his 140-day championship reign. I love what a strike right on the mark.
Thanks for watching, guys. I gotta go.